welcome back to She Loves to Gossip, your go-to spot for the latest celebrity tea, drama, and unfiltered opinions. Now listen, today's video is packed, honey. We've got Keyshia Cole upset at her team over a surprise guest, Tory Lanez making legal moves from behind bars, and a full-on drag battle between Britney Renner and Masika Kalysha that had the internet in shambles. So go ahead, grab your snacks, and get comfy because this drama deserves your full attention. Let's kick things off with the Keyshia Cole situation. So Keyshia Cole recently performed to celebrate the 20th anniversary of her debut album, The Way It Is, which, let's be real, is an R&B classic. It was a special night, and as a surprise, Trey Songz was brought out as a guest. Now, that sounds cute until you find out Keyshia had no idea Trey was even there. She was clearly heated and took to Instagram stories writing, "Whoever brought Trey out without letting me know, weird as F. And if it happens again, you will be fired ASAP. Don't bring nobody back out on my stage without me being able to give them a formal introduction." She went on to say, "I wasn't able to say hello or goodbye to Trey Songz, but thank you for coming." Trey responded in a calm tone, posting, "Waited for you before and after, show was incredible." And Keyshia hit back again saying, "Facts. They are tacky for that. I be busy, but not enough to not know what's going on my stage." Then Trey posted a sweet little video hyping her up and congratulating her.
Keyshia Cole, 20 years, tour right here. Amazing energy out there. I love Keyshia to death, you already know. That was fun as hell, man. Hope they have a great, successful rest of the tour. Energy's amazing out there. Came out here halfway sick for the good, you know what I'm saying?
Now, here's the thing. I totally get why Keyshia was upset. It's her show, her celebration, and she should have had control over everything happening on that stage. A surprise guest sounds fun in theory, but if the artist isn't in on it, it can come off as disrespectful and unprofessional, especially for a milestone moment like this. Trey, for his part, seemed supportive and unbothered, but you can tell this was more about Keyshia feeling like her team dropped the ball. And girl, she made it clear heads might roll if it happens again. Now, let's shift gears from stage drama to the courtroom because Tory Lanez just got an update in his legal case, and Megan Thee Stallion's name is still in the headlines. So y'all already know the situation. Tory Lanez is serving a 10-year sentence after being convicted for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. He's been appealing like crazy, trying to overturn the conviction, but every attempt so far has been denied. Well, now there's been a new development. According to court reporter Megan Cuniff, the California Court of Appeal has finally scheduled an oral argument in Tory's appeal. It's going down on Monday, August 18th, and it could be a game changer. Now, don't get it twisted. This doesn't mean he's getting out. It simply means his legal team will argue that there were possible errors during the trial, and the judges will decide if the conviction should be reconsidered. It's a long shot, but still a significant move. And while we're on this case, we got to talk about Milagro, who many of y'all know has been riding hard for Tory since day one. Well, she's now being sued by Megan for defamation, and the court is already holding her accountable. A federal judge has ordered Milagro to pay $5,000 to cover Megan's attorney fees, specifically because Megan's team had to push to get texts and other possible evidence Milagro wasn't turning over. Now, this is wild because it shows the legal system isn't playing when it comes to internet personalities crossing the line. Milagro's been saying a lot online, and now it's starting to cost her, literally. My take, this whole thing is a mess. Tory's situation is still serious and legally complex. And as for Milagro, this should be a wake-up call for bloggers and influencers who think they can say anything with no consequences. The courts are watching. But okay, y'all, speaking of dragging and clapping back, let's get into this wild war of words between Britney Renner and Masika Kalysha because, baby, they went in. So the internet has been dragging Britney Renner lately for what folks are calling a fake rebrand. She was recently on a spiritual journey, acting like she'd converted and changed her lifestyle, but now she's back in her sexy girl era, and social media ain't letting her live. So Masika Kalysha, yes, Fetty Wap's baby mama and Love and Hip Hop alum, who gave her unsolicited 2 cents, said, "Since we're on the topic, the way Britney played with them people's religion to become that man's other wife is crazy. He took off and she took off them people's clothes. Whew, messy. Britney caught wind and fired back hard, saying, says baby mama number 3 who faked a kidnapping to promote their irrelevant OnlyFans. Since we're on that topic, religion is not exclusive. I never signed up to be one of several. People are allowed to change their minds, and plenty of relationships are meant to be but not meant to last. Bye, 40 and fried. Then Masika snapped back and said, girl, go to hell. Oh wait, everybody's speaking the same truth about you, but you mad at me. Bringing up irrelevant deflections don't change the fact that you played with God for penis. Next week, you're gonna be Buddhist for back shots, Christian for Christian Dior. Girl, shut the fuck and go pray. And y'all, Britney wasn't done yet. She unloaded and said, you must have had time today since nobody paid $4.99 to unlock an exclusive video of you losing your beat and your gaping beep on your OnlyFans. I haven't seen or heard about you in so long, but I actually thought you really got kidnapped. You got your nerve chiming in live at 5 from your living room, you drowsy-eyed dog-faced dingbat. You and everyone else who wants my kitty and don't know how to ask for it stay worried about what I do with it. Yet you couldn't even convince a man with one eye to see your value. Shout out to your counts for keeping you booked and busy in another woman's business, you bitter bum. Lifestyle of the bored and brainless, I suppose. Lastly, enjoy the Basketball Wives season finale next week, you withering wench, and take your misplaced frustration up with Mona for cutting them love and hip-hop checks. Geriatric gnarl finger giddy for reply ass nacked. Now back to being utterly forgettable, you go flunky. And Masika replied one last time and said, ho, nobody, and I mean nobody, is reading that think piece. My OnlyFans is for my stock market club. You should join since you went broke for Islam. You smashed Charleston White on a podcast. Go watch that nasty kitty, dust off that hijab, and go the mosque. And that's where it ended. Whoo, girl, I'm sorry, but Britney ate that up. She dragged Masika from the top of her lace front down to the straps on her Fashion Nova romper. That was not just a clapback, that was a symphony of disrespect. Now, do I think it got out of hand? Absolutely. But at the same time, this is the kind of back and forth that reminds you social media is the new WWE. Everybody is trying to body slam the next chick with words. Whoo, that was a lot, and I know y'all got thoughts. So tell me, was Keyshia Cole right to go off on her team like that? Do you think Tory Lanez has a real chance at winning his appeal? And in this Britney versus Masika mess, who really won that roast battle? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I'll definitely be reading and replying. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss the next round of drama. Until next time, keep sipping the tea and keeping it cute because you know I'll be back with more gossip. Bye.